Hmm. Maybe the lights are not the best, but if we are waiting as well. Uh, Here. Let me try this. Is it any better? Hopefully. I just adjust the lights, but stay because today today was the day. Just just 1 sec, 1 sec. Oh, too much. Still too much. Okay. Ah, good. Okay, so how many of you are here? Actually, I might could have my laptop here, but never mind. So, there starts the story time. Are you ready? Can you even see me or hear me? Ready. Okay. So, today today started in a city which I don't even know, but I don't want to remember, where I uploaded this really okay, that's good enough. So where I had this really, I mean, the hotel itself was not that bad, but we didn't have connection in the entire town, and where they said to me that they would have a 1,500 euro fine if they would give me access to the Wi-Fi. So that was this town, and I woke up and like there was an Aldi, so I went there. Did the shopping and everything. It went fine, and the guy who runs the place, he was like, could you please pay? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I wanted to pay with a card. So I did. And it said that connection failure, so it's declined. And I was like, okay, maybe I can pay with cash. There's not a problem. So I paid with cash, but then the guy disconnected and reconnected this terminal, and my credit card payment went through. I don't know how is it even possible. So it like cashed the payment itself, and then I actually paid it with cash, and I paid it with my debit card as well. But it wouldn't be so tricky because I have the receipt and everything. But the guy who runs the place just kind of disappeared. So I couldn't find any traces of him. So I was alone in a hotel, in a freaking hotel alone, and waiting for the guy. I had only one phone number, which was the landline for the hotel. So I was ringing it, and it was ringing inside. So yeah, it's not too productive. So I said to myself that, okay, I will wait for a while. Maybe he went out for something and then he's coming back. But 1 hour passed by and I was like still sitting there, and a really hard day in front of me. So I didn't really want to waste much more time. So then I started to walk around the village and ask people if they know a mobile phone number for this guy. And then I went into a shop, and there a girl said that, oh yeah, she doesn't know the mobile phone number, but maybe she can call around his favorite places in town, and maybe they can give a phone number to him. Okay, so we did that, but the communication with the girl went through Google Translate because she's English was even worse than my German, which is okay. I cannot say any words which would describe it, and this video wouldn't get demonetized. So that way, through Google Translate, we communicated, and I described the situation, and she was really kind, and she called around places, and people started to come back to the store with phone numbers on paper. So we can try this, or we can try this, or we can try this, but actually none of them worked. So I wasted like 2.5 hours, and I was just there. So I said to myself, okay, today's progress first. So maybe I will lose my 60 euros, but at least I can reach the next town. So I was like, okay, let's go. And I made the girl write a letter for me describing in German what's the situation, and I left it there. And I had a big temptation to bring some stuff with me from the hotel, which are roughly around 60 euros. You know, maybe the terminal itself, or something which I can carry with myself. But then I said, okay, I'm not doing any nasty stuff. So I left the hotel. And what is my next stop? So yesterday I figured out maybe it would be beneficial if I would double check where I'm going. And my next target would be Mühlhausen or something like that. And could you guess how many Mühlhausens are there in Germany? Yes, more than one. And there's a really small one, just to have this thumbnail like stuff where I'm showing small stuff. So there's one really small where I wanted to get, and there's a bigger one where I had my accommodation. So it's not the best combination. So my real accommodation, which I booked, was like 300 kilometers away, which is even not really good with a car, but with a car it's okay, but not with the bike. So I quickly canceled it because I still had time, and I needed to figure out something else. And I found a place just 100 kilometers away, an Airbnb. And I was like, okay, it's a deal. Let's go there. So I set out around noon. So 12 o'clock, I started after chasing the guy and giving it up. And I think he still hasn't returned to the hotel itself because I wanted to call several times, but no answer. But I will keep you posted how that storyline goes. So I cycled. The cycling itself was quite okay. I found really good roads, and I didn't have a puncture this time, so it went really good. Actually, I had quite a good pace. We had several hills, but okay, that's not a problem. And I was getting closer to my actual accommodation, and I was like, okay, we are just 6 kilometers away, so I might be able to get some drone shots. I still have 1.5 hours before sunset, so I have plenty of time. It's just 6 kilometers. And then I started to use Google Maps because with these cycling navigations, they are not so precise. So they are good to take you into one city, but within the city, it's not the best. So I'm using Google Maps within the city. And I started to use Google Maps, and I was like, okay, we are still going exactly not too well, but 6 kilometers, never mind. And 6 kilometers started to be 7, and then 8, and then 6 again. Okay, still progress. And I arrived to a town which is quite a nice town, nothing particular, and all day with it. So I was like, okay, I can buy something to eat, that's good. But then Google Maps started to give directions to a hill, and I was not entirely happy about it because I had several hills today as well, and I didn't want to finish on a hill. But then a hill started to be like a forest. And I don't know why Google navigation has a thing for forests, but it it is heading to any forest which it can find. And it was a nice forest trail for a while, but then it started to be like a hiking trail. I am still on the bike, but it started to be dodgy. That is it really my Airbnb? Like, I'm not entirely sure, because there was nothing around, just the forest. But I was like, what the worst what can happen? So I continued to ride on the trail, and then I couldn't ride anymore, so I walked my bike on the trail, and then just around sunset, I arrived to a farm, basically. And here we are right now. I am the first Airbnb guest here on a farm, and it's really far from the city. So I was like, okay, maybe if you could give me something to eat. And it turned out they are hosting weddings and such. So the father of the son, he cooked me a really nice meal. I would show you if I wouldn't use my phone for the live stream, but it's not too nice. But it was a really nice meal from the cows, of their own cows. And like they pulled me several beers and like perfect. Ah, yeah. When I arrived, there was a dog, and they were like, "Oh, this dog is cute." And I was like, "Yeah, he's he's cute, but a bit big." And the dog just jumped one small, and he was right next to my face. That was a bit interesting, but never mind. The dog is nice. But this I am the first ever Airbnb guest here. So the father is not speaking too good English, but he asked me several times, 5 stars for the food, 5 stars. And then actually it's a really nice place. I might show you around in the video. Yeah, and then they were like, we have a slight problem with the Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi was working till today, but now it stopped working. And the guy who knows the secret code to reconnect or something died. And like, what can happen today? So after all, we figured out this Wi-Fi issue. And then I had quite a nice chat with Peter. Peter is the host. Peter's father, about the elections, and actually we talked a bit. We are communicating in some meta language, so it's not English, it's not German, but a mixture of both, and probably gestures most. But they said, which surprised me, they said that they think that Hungary is doing really great. So I don't know if I should be proud or not, but this is some feedback from Germany. Yeah. So this is what happened today, and I am on the top of a hill, and there's nothing around, just cows and and tractors. This is it. That's it. Whoa. So it's like, mit szívtam. I think I should get my laptop to connect to the Wi-Fi as well too. Nem szívtam semmit, sőt nem is ettem semmi tudatmódosítószert, ez volt a mai nap. This happened today. Just one day. And the riding part was really boring, but all what was before and after, it was like I wouldn't reveal the secrets, but we made it to a working phase, let's say. But that was so unreal to arrive, and like I have a breakfast, not breakfast, what's that? A dinner, yeah. I have dinner, I have beers just popping up, and they are really nice people here. So how was your day? Még nem fejtem tehenet egyébként, de azt mondták, hogy ha reggel korán akarok indulni, akkor a kávémba akár fejhetek egy keveset. Úgyhogy ezt még majd kiderül, hogy mennyire van kedvem hozzá. Még amit felajánlottam nekik, hogy ledrónozom a házat, de azt mondták, hogy kösz, az már volt. Mondtam, jó, hát akkor mindegy. Milk in the cafe. So, any questions about my day? But by the way, actually, I did like 100-ish kilometers, and the next stop should be Regensburg, which I suppose nehéz is. Which I suppose Regensburg is nice. So hopefully now we will have some good footage, because in the meanwhile, of course, I'm still recording videos and I will edit them after. But I'm really happy that we decided that I'm not doing daily videos, because with this, I wouldn't be able. Really, I wouldn't be able to keep up. Yeah. But I feel really lucky that I can be to the first ever Airbnb guest here. Do you want me to show you around in this Airbnb? It's not particularly interesting. I guess we cannot see anything outside. And the town is like 2 kilometers away. But I will start with the downhill. This is what I'm looking forward to. And why is he sending it through you? By the way, I thought that these are like artificial flowers, but no, this is like genuine flower. It has a smell and everything. And this Airbnb is for more than one people, I guess. But I'll be alone, I suppose. But we can never know after today. Rain and shit, yeah. Yeah, so after reaching Regensburg, I think we will have a really pleasant ride, because I'm going to follow the Danube, and they say that this is really nice and it goes just downhill. So tomorrow, again, bit of a hill game, and after tomorrow I'm just going downhill. So my job is done, basically. Okay, I really hope that you enjoyed this. I think only the first day can be compared with this day, and I'm really curious what will happen with my money, because it's like so unreal for me that I'm alone in a hotel, and like I had access to everything. I was thinking about maybe I should hack the computer, and like maybe I can find bank details and I can just transfer back the money. Mm, Gondolkodtam rajta egyébként, meg van ilyen travel insurance-em, és azt sem tudom, hogy mi. Na jó, de ez a Monzo. Most a Monzónál reklamáljam meg? Nem vagy benne 100%-ig biztos, hogy ez hogyan működik. De after all, it's like 60 euros. So I I mean, it's not the biggest issue of my life. So I can let it go. Just I'm really proud of myself that I'm not still there and waiting for the guy, but I could let it go and continue riding. So this is some improvement in my personality, which feels good, I guess. Yeah. So that where are you going? Yeah. Yep. I'm still using that as my primary mail address because there's the Arkosh at Rajtmar.hu, but that's sometimes filtered by spam filters. I don't know why. So I'm still using Gmail because that's good or trustworthy stuff. Yeah, but I'm really happy that I could share my day with you, and I really hope that you enjoyed it as well. Now I need to get some accommodation at Regensburg, and hopefully there's just one Regensburg in Germany, and I cannot mess this up. But this Mühlhausen, I was surprised. Ah, thank you very much. Thank you. I will have a decent kebab at least, or gyros. But I need to tell that today's dinner was really, really nice. Nem Münchhausen. Mühlhausen. Oh, come on. Actually, I thought that there's no other languages what they can try to communicate with me in. Okay, it was not technically perfect in grammar, but you can get the sense. But today in the shop, they wanted to talk to me in Russian, and it was not going too well, surprisingly. But they even considering Russian more popular than English, I think. But here, at least my hosts, they are not really happy with Angela. Angela. They said Angela. So, yeah, that's life. Okay, thank you very much, guys, for watching. And if you have any more questions, you can do them now. Or if not, then I will search for some accommodation in Regensburg. Okay, so I will start my searching. And thank you very much again for sticking around and listening to my day. And I don't know if I could capture anything from it, but at least we have a good looking video for the bright unknown future. Thank you very much. I will sleep with the cows, I think. Thank you for listening, and hopefully now I can have some star photography, because before it was entirely cloudy, but now there's no light pollution, so with few clouds, maybe. Okay, so see you tomorrow from Regensburg, I suppose, but we'll see. I don't know what can happen because that's life, and life can be complicated sometimes. But this is the reason to live. This was my own thoughts. I'm so proud of me. Okay, so have a great night and see you later.